Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Plunge. So, this episode we have something quite interesting in store for us. So, this is going to be our Halloween special in the middle of August. I'm joined here by Eddie, obviously.
Hello everyone, my name's Eddie Thompson.
And today we're going to be doing some scary stories. So, sit around the campfire with your drinks and marshmallows and jizz, and let's just take a dive in. Eddie, let him have it. What's your scary story today?
Well, before we start, I just want to make sure that there's been a lot of stuff on the news about mental health recently, and I was just wondering, Billy, how are you?
Oh, I'm
How are you, Billy?
I can't really form sentences recently because I actually I've not been doing too hot, to say the least.
Alright, it's crazy.
I'm
Okay.
depressed.
Okay, don't care. Listen. Hear the scary music? This one's called Minecraft Horror Story. Wow.
Minecraft Horror Story?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Okay. Wait, does my mic cut out when I do it like this?
Like what?
Like talking just like this, does my mic cut out?
Not really.
Okay. Minecraft Horror Story by Serpentia 5 years ago. Hello. Sorry for my bed, England. I am 9-year-old Romania boy, and I am much scared. This is me scared reason. So it was 20 minutes ago, and I was get on computer, and I run Minecraft, but Minecraft intro screen was not supposed to be. No! It was all bloody and gory. Like me was scared much hard. But me was playing mods, so I was thinking that a mod was get updated. So me was ignoring it. Me likes to roleplay mods, so me loaded up my roleplay world and I spawned in my bed. I wanted downstairs and to say hi to my beautiful wife and son, but then I was gone down. Blood and ghosts, and there were green man, many creeper devourers. I was spooked, so I run back upstairs and grabbed my really cool armor that was enchanted all 7. And I grabbed my diamond sword, which was also enchanted by all 7. The creeper devourer went up to me and said, "You're next, George." I screamed. The creeper devoured The creeper devourer bited my arm and it broke it. Blood started pouring out of my screen. Me was sobbing. I could hear cackling behind the blood. So me went downstairs and grabbed paper and wiped off screen, and then I loaded into game. But the creeper guys were no there. Neither was my family. Me was cried because I loved my family a lot. So me went in and go to police station. He told them about creeper devourers.
Speaking of creepers, today and only today can you listen to the cover of Creep by Alkali Horizon today. Yeah. That is right. Alkali Horizon is from the cover of Creep. Eddie, tell him more.
Just really good in it. Alright, back to the story.
No. Here's a quick snippet. I'm a creep.
I'm a creep.
I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
I
don't belong here. Did it?
Okay.
Okay. Back to
Anyway. So me went it and go to police station and told them about Creeper Devourer. They were all facing backwards to me. They slowly turned to me. They were creepers in human form. They all tried to eat me. Then a guy came into the police station to report a robbery. Then they tore his guts out and devoured him. Me was screamed and runned. Then I rammed into a light post. Then I woke up in my bed, IRL. I walked downstairs and my family was died. Then there were creeper devourers. Them said, it's your turn now, George not found. You are going to die now. I screamed and charged him and punched his ugly, green, poopy face. Then I woke up. Was just nightmare. Then me go to computer and note saying, it was not nightmare, it was real life. Check your organs. Me pulled up my shirt. I screeched much loud. I was have no organs. I am now writing this without any organs. The end.
Okay.
That was sick.
Not okay. What was that like story trying to convey?
Well, the creepers, right? They came in.
Yeah.
They devoured everything. Sorry, we got an audience question. Here's in 1532 if you'd like to come in then. Ask a question.
So
Never mind, he's just not going to come in. You were saying?
So
Right, I'm kidding.
So I mean that wasn't scary in my opinion.
It was quite scary. Oh look,
Okay. That's
audience
really
question.
my point of view on this story. Okay.
Yeah,
This guy just clearly does not have enough money to buy security.
true. That's a good take, good take. We should have him on the podcast sometime. Okay, you were saying?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, nah, some kid just ran and like yeah, okay, so I guess it's my turn to say the story then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so picture this. It's a dark, stormy night.
Decrepit.
Okay, can you not like just butt into my own fucking story?
Sorry.
Like
Sorry.
I'm the one like that wasn't
No,
in the
no, no,
script.
no, no, I'm sorry.
It was a dark, stormy night. But then it turned to daytime.
Mm.
And it was daytime, and it was sunny, and it was a pizzeria, and these little kids, they were like at their party, and well, they were having a party at the pizzeria, so like they were just like partying, and there was this other kid invited, but like it didn't really fuck with this other kid, like it was kind of a neat story, like, you know what I mean? He was like kind of a batty boy. So like they were kind of like, they told him to like sit outside and like shit, I don't even know, but like yeah, they were just like being a cunt, to be honest. So like he was sitting outside crying outside of the pizzeria, just like crying and shit, and it was like a lovely day. He was just like sitting there crying and shit, like obviously he was crying, and nah, yeah, like while he was crying, like this like limo pulled up to him. Did I say limo? I meant car. This car pulled up to him, and it was a purple car. And in the purple car, there was a purple man. Hold on, am I getting an audience question?
A question about this car, right? Is it that one car?
Good question.
Yeah, nah. So anyway, the purple man.
That was a really good question.
The purple man. He pulled up to the side of the car and he said, hello, little child. What's up? Why are you crying for? And the child was like, hey, they're bullying me. So he just like stabbed him in the stomach as hard as he could, just like repeatedly just stabbed him like over and over again until like he was obviously dead, because like when you stab someone they die, you know what I mean? So like this kid was dead and a purple man like ran away in his car. And obviously this was like 1990, 100, so like they didn't really have like security cameras, so I didn't really know like what happened. They just like thought, oh, the kid must have like tripped over or something, and they didn't think much of it. But little did they know this kid actually like his spirit like went inside a little like puppet, and like, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, so like there was this like puppet and like shit. So
What year was this? Did you say 1987?
I said no. It was before then. But so obviously, like we skip forward a few years to the 1980s. We're in I believe it's Illinois, and there's 4 kids, and they're just playing some like Dungeons and Dragons in their basement. Obviously, and like it's like a stormy thundery night outside, and like they're all getting gassed and shit. Like, oi, the Demogorgon is like, it's like the dungeon master, you know what I mean? And like, well, basically, like, long story short, like obviously, like they have to go home because like it's bedtime, and like this one kid. But like as I was saying, this one kid, you know, like obviously, like he's got quite long hair because it was the 80s, you know what I mean? But like, he was on his bike with like his boys, like, but like obviously as you'd expect from a thunderstorm, like his bike, he goes missing in the forest, so like he's gone, obviously he's like disappeared, and like everyone's tweaking like, hey, where's my boy at, bro? They were like tweaking and shit, and like while this is all I get that, but like while this is all happening, like there's this like how do you say this, like there was this like shit, I don't even know. Like this little girl had cancer, you know what I mean? So
No.
obviously like there's a little girl with cancer, and she was like in the woods like eating some like waffles. Like, have you watched Shrek with the waffles? Like, ice. But like, yeah, obviously like she was in the forest and she had cancer. And like they were like, oi, look at this little girl, she's like a pussy or still, but 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 she had like powers, and like long story short, obviously like the Demogorgon is coming after them, and like they come out of the portal, and like obviously the Demogorgon and like long story short, the Demogorgon dies, but like these Russian guys that are living they're living in the mall, and like obviously like they're like Russian espionage scientific, and they're attacking like, and there's like this guy called Alexei, and he's at like a festival, and he gets like shot, but there's like the mind flare, and like to stop the mind flare they have to like obviously like Dustin's there obviously, and Steve Harrington, you know him, like I mentioned him earlier in the story, but like long story short, obviously like they kill him, and like the Peaceman dies, but like he doesn't die because he's in Russia with a Demogorgon, and there's another Demogorgon, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I might have. But yeah, long story short, obviously, but long story short, like this thing called the Entity comes out and like takes them into like space, and like Steve Harrington and Nancy Wheeler and the Demogorgon all go into space and shit. Like I don't even know, like they get taken by the Entity, and like they got to play like Dead by Daylight. Yeah, they like almost died. That's my story.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh shit! Could you hear that?
What?
The game I was playing. Did you hear it?
No.
You couldn't hear it.
No, you were just silent. Was that Angry Birds 4? Please tell me it was Angry Birds 4.
Oh, sorry. Didn't know you could hear that. I was just indulging in Angry Birds 6. Why? Can I tell my story now?
Yeah! Tell your story.
Okay. Okay. Right. A few years ago, my brother would get a call on his cell phone around 2 to 3 a.m. every night. He would answer it, and it was this hellish sounding noise, like static mixed with screams. He changed his cell number He changed his cell number a month of this, and it stopped. The end. Any questions?
Yeah!
Thank you.
Okay, so my turn. Before we get into it, I'm gonna thank the sponsors of today's podcast, GamerSups. Thank you, GamerSups. Everybody use gamersups.gg/Plunge to get 15% off your order. Also, you can get your very own Plunge juice now on sale. Obviously, we have like such like really nice. Obviously, we have some like. Eddie, tell them more.
No.
We have like a wide variety of things you can buy. Gamersubs.gg. Head on over now, today, maybe later. And yeah, thanks for sponsoring. Obviously, yeah. So my story takes place on a cold Halloween night. The leaves were orange, falling from the trees. The wind was blowing, obviously, like because it's Halloween, obviously. And what's that? That's the sound of a monster lurking in the distance. All the little boys were sleeping, you know. Yeah, no, that's the sound that they were hearing, because obviously they're. No, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, no, I understand. Yes.
Soz.
Anyway, as I was saying, nah, but like, they were just like. Are you taking the fucking piss?
What?
I have a story.
Okay.
It can wait. But he's telling
Anyway,
you.
anyway, as I was saying, so Eddie, I'm just muting you. I'm muting you. I'm muting you. User volume 20. Okay. Okay. So anyway, yeah, nah. So my story starts on a cold Halloween night. Yeah, the wind was blowing, just like Corey's mic would suggest. Yeah, nah, all the little kids were like trick or treating, and obviously this was in Malvern Way. They love their Halloween. They do their like orange little leaves, and this little girl with blonde hair and glasses, like little spittle, like little specky little tosser, was just like out trick or treating with the man them, you know. And obviously, like, she was only 4 years old, and like she was like trick or treating, you know what I mean? But like obviously, like she was like. Obviously, she was like looking around like the neighborhood and that, and like she sees like this like really tall guy, like he's really tall, like he's tall and he's naked, and he has like sirens on his head, and he goes, "Meow," and he obviously because it's a siren, you get me. Yeah, long story short, basically like the little girl obviously like she dies. Yeah, Eddie, back to you.
Huh?
I said back to you.
Oh wow! What a pod this has been.
It's not over yet. It's not over
Like,
yet.
let me fucking segue. But you know what would make it even better? Landscape. Hi lad. Okay, well, sound guy, if you want to tell your story now, I'm gonna just rudely interrupt like you have been.
Okay. Uh, let's talk about Springtrap. Springtrap, previously known as Spring Bonnie and William Afton, is the main antagonist of Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Eddie Thompson got naked on the floor as his balls dropped to the concrete. His blood lay on the pavement like ketchup on the chips of a kebab shop. Now, I'm not saying that Eddie is a kebab, but I'm going to say that kebab monsters may exist. William Barbary went for his daily kebab. I mean, let's respect the situation at hand. Man has to eat. But doing it in front of his parents is kind of wrong, don't you think? Anyways, back on topic. William was walking down the road and died, but his funeral only happened 5 days later. Now, on the topic of America, it seems that there were only 2 people who committed the crime. I know this sounds crazy, but it turns out that only 2 people had murdered the 400 of certain race. Anyways, funeral happened 5 days later. So, like, Zeki came and, like, mutated and flew and grabbed William's coffin. He sold his corpse, husband, for around £500, which is kind of a bargain, but, like, at the end of the day, what more can you get for your budget, you know? Fast forward to the middle of the night. I wake up to my mum sitting straight up in the tent. I wake easily, so I heard her gasp, and it waked me. As soon as she saw I was awake, thankfully, my mum has quick wits and said very loudly, "Kenny, grab the gun. Kenny is my dad." Although that doesn't matter. And mind you, he was not there. Just us girls, like I previously said. They left. No harm was done. Thank the Lord for my mama.
They ask me how I'm doing. I say
That's
I'm
my story.
just a factless. I need help getting off of my mattress. And all that they can ask is, why are you so sad, kid? That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is. So you won't see me crying, I'll just keep on smiling, I'm good. Yeah, there's a tape on flying, it's so terrifying, I'm flying, I'm good. Yeah, it's just so long. For so long, so long, strange faces.
And that is where we end the podcast, guys. Thank you all for tuning into this one. Thank you guys so much. It's been a Halloween special down here on the Daily Plunge. Yeah, so shout out to Eddie Thompson. Link to the description. Shout out to Manscaped. Shout out to Angry Bird 6. Whatever. Shout out to Dream. Can you turn that shit off, please?
That's what the mask is.
Yeah, anyway, so thank you for all watching. Any last words, sound guy?
So you can see I'm